Alright, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing today? We're talking about something pretty serious today, so I have to be very careful with how I talk about this because this is very serious and it is involving somebody very popular, so I do want to be very careful with how I talk about this. So with that being said, today we're talking about Dream, and more specifically, we're going to be discussing some recent accusations made against him. Now, if you've been kind of paying attention to Dream's accusations as they've been building up over the past couple of days, I want to be very clear about something. I'm not talking about the Twitter thread that was made against him. Some of you guys might not even know what I'm talking about, but there was a thread made against him on Twitter, basically accusing him of GRUming, but myself and many others agreed that this thread is insignificant in proving basically anything, so we kind of just dismissed it. Following that thread, a TikTok was made by somebody by the name of Amanda, basically showing some DMs that she had allegedly, okay, between Dream and herself, which then moved over to Snapchat, and you can kind of just see with this video that I'm playing that this stuff looks pretty legit. This is just like her recording her own phone, so for this to be fake has to be pretty elaborate in my opinion. But you can see it's like apparently Dream is calling her gorgeous on Snap, and yeah, that's basically all that was levied against him. As you can see, this is like her ID or something she's showing when she was born. She was actually born a month after me, so she's 18, she's my age. Now, I can't say anything definitive in this video because truthfully I don't know what's real, but I can talk about my own personal intuition and kind of like my instinctual reaction to this sort of stuff, and my own personal take on the situation without making any sort of claims as to what has and hasn't happened. I want to say right off the bat that I don't think this girl and her claims are impossible by any means, because I'm seeing some people just go into straight up denial mode where they're just acting like Dream would never ever do something like this, even though they don't know who he is in real life, they just know his YouTube persona. Now, with that being said, I need to criticize the other extreme reaction to the situation, which is the people that are just spamming believe all victims, and we have to believe everybody coming out against Dream and accusing him of GRUming or something like that. Now, I get that that saying and that messaging is meant to empower people to tell the truth about what they've been through and stuff, but the problem with the quote-unquote believe all victims mentality is that not all victims are victims, some of them are liars. It's very easy to fake DMs with famous people and then claim that said famous person did something atrocious to you in that DM conversation, especially when there are incentives to fake DM exchanges. You know, coming out and accusing Dream of GRUming, especially when you have Instagram DMs with them, that's going to give you attention. And a lot of people know that it's going to give them attention, so some people will fake them for that said attention. Now, with that all being said, I do want to go over the specific exchange that Amanda has allegedly had with Dream. So it starts off in September 2020, where Amanda writes something nice to Dream over the DMs, and then he responds by saying, "Thank you for the kind words." Now, this is 2 years ago, so Dream would have been 21, and I believe the girl would have been 16 at the time, so right off the bat, that's very important to keep in mind. Now, a couple months later, in January of 2021, Dream basically sends her a message saying to add him on Snapchat, and that instantly is where we get into the weirdo behavior from Dream. So, I'm going to assume that most of you guys know what Snapchat is for. I know a lot of you are rolling your eyes because, oh, obviously I know what Snapchat is, but you have to understand that the application is basically dead. Like, I feel like Snapchat was at its most popular in 2016 or 2017, and anybody using it in 2022 probably only has it because they just never deleted it off their phone. Now, I have Snapchat on my phone just for emergency purposes. There are people that I don't have their phone number, but I have their Snap, so, you know, just in case sort of thing, I have Snapchat if I need to reach out to them. But yeah, most people, in my opinion, who are, you know, downloading Snap in 2022 are basically just doing it so that they can Snapchat, let's just say, inappropriately with others. Folks, if you didn't know, Snapchat is the sexting capital of social media, okay? Nobody saves stuff in Snapchat conversations. It takes 2 seconds to block people and unadd people. You send somebody a picture and it disappears after 5 seconds, right? Like, the app is kind of designed for freaks. So for Dream to basically just ask somebody who is a fan of him to add him on Snapchat is strange to begin with, but I would let it fly if it was a person who was around his age. I know even then some people would be like, well, no, it's still weird. Listen, bro, in my opinion, at that point, it's fair game, right? Two 23-year-olds can add each other on Snapchat, even if one is a, quote, fan of the other. With that being said, when Dream asked this girl to add him on Snapchat, she was 17, he was 21, and that is not okay. I know that 17 is a legal adult in some parts of America, but for all intents and purposes, in my opinion, the universal age for, you know, being an adult is 18. Think about it like this. This girl cannot walk into a GameStop and buy a rated M video game, because they would literally turn her down. They would ask to see her ID. They'd be like, oh, you're 17, you can't play this. This is 18 plus. And they would make her go home. But I know what you're saying, dude. Cheeto, okay, he added this girl on Snapchat, and sure, Snapchat is used for sexting a lot of the time, but how do we know that that's what he's doing? Yeah, this is sort of where the gray area basically kicks in, because there is no concrete, solid proof of any sexting happening between Dream and this girl. However, you just can't ignore the context clues in this scenario, because look what Dream sends to this girl after he adds her on Snap. He's like, you're so effing gorgeous. You can also see that they're no longer friends on Snapchat, meaning that Dream removed her at some point. So here's where we have to use our context clues, okay? This guy responds to a DM from this girl, likely only after seeing her profile and seeing that she was a girl that he would be interested in, keeps an active line of communication with this girl open for several months, and then after several months passed by, he adds her on Snapchat, where we can see that he clearly swiped up on one of her Snapchat stories and called her gorgeous AF. Now, even if the only thing that we could possibly take away from this video is that Dream called one of his fans gorgeous AF, I don't care what anybody says, the fact that this girl was 17 and that he said that is just weird. I'm seeing people defending him saying, well, no, he was just being nice. Listen, my man, no. Nobody privately calls somebody gorgeous on Snapchat if they're not trying to take that somewhere. If everything in that screenshot is real, then Dream 100% was flirting with minors at the ripe age of 21. Like, come on now. And who's to say that there's not more to come? You understand? Like, him calling this girl gorgeous could have just possibly been the opener to many more messages that he sent that we just haven't seen yet. Okay, as I'm recording this, Dream came out with a twitlonger basically saying that he has admitted to reaching out to this person, so the DMs in the beginning were real, but he does deny that there was any sort of sexting or inappropriate communication. So at this point, it's basically a classic he said, she said, and I gotta be honest, I do feel like the girl was probably telling the truth. I'm not saying she did tell the truth, it just feels to me from what I've seen that this is likely what took place. I feel like Dream was definitely flirting with her in an inappropriate capacity. As of right now, I just hope there's some sort of closure to this. I'm not really happy with this being where things end, because to me it just kind of seems like the girl came forward with these messages, and because there wasn't enough substance in them, that Dream was kind of able to say, yeah, this happened, but that was it. But truthfully, I just don't feel like that's it. You know, I feel like there's definitely more here, but we just haven't been able to see all of it because of the possibly deleted messages over Snapchat. Like, I definitely don't buy that the only interaction they had on Snapchat was him calling her gorgeous and, you know, that's it. To me, that just doesn't seem likely, right? Because if you ask somebody to add your Snapchat, you're not going to go add them just for there to be like one sentence of total interaction that you ever have together on Snapchat. So just to reiterate, I'm not making a definitive claim of anything. This could all be proven fake tomorrow, and that would be that. Or it could be proven tomorrow that Dream is a 100% GR Umer, okay? I'm trying to take a neutral, objective stance on this situation, and I hope that I gave that to you. But with that all being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Comment down AirPods if you made it to the end of the video, and I'll try to heart your comment. Big thanks to all my channel members. As always, you guys rock. Follow my social medias and join the Discord server. Links are all down below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.